If you're building a business, there are two different types of brands that you can build as a personal brand. There are niche brands and then just a personal brand. Whether you have a service or a product or a digital product, you can fall into either of those two categories. The problem is if you don't know which one you belong to, you're going to experience a lot of burnout, and that's going to cause a lot of frustration. So this is how you figure out which one is right for you. I ask my clients this question all the time. Have you ever sat down and thought about why you are building a business? What do you see the future of your business looking like? Because those are two questions that you need to know in order to be successful. If you don't know the answers to those two questions, then you can possibly find yourself asking, what is the purpose of all of this several years into your business when you find yourself in the same position that you were in when you started your business? So let's explain. A niche brand is necessary for someone who specializes in one single area of interest. Maybe that's a vegan chef. And sometimes niche brands are easy to grow because you have a specific targeted audience who is interested in just that one niche. And so that helps the algorithm pinpoint exactly who to serve your content to and target them. But a personal brand has its own advantages, like being relatable and having a real human connection versus just a niche brand that has a set of human-like characteristics or specific characteristics that are related to that one niche, because a niche brand can have multiple faces of a brand. Now, a personal brand can be a niche brand, but generally speaking, a personal brand is developed from your influence, your personality, your uniqueness, and it encompasses different facets and little intricacies of your personality that expand beyond one niche. Now, a lot of times people sway back in between wanting to build a niche brand and a personal brand and what they can share and what they shouldn't share and how they should build their business. And that has to do with their areas of interest and their endurance and their discipline and what they have built that can be sustainable. And what happens is when you keep changing your business model and changing what you're sharing, it confuses the algorithm. And then you don't know what to post. So when you're building a brand, it's important to think about your long-term plan and what can be sustainable long-term, because you don't want to burn out because you've built a business that you can't sustain. For example, if you're a fitness guru who teaches one specific type of fitness and you can't see yourself doing that for the next decade, you probably need to map out a plan for other things that expand on that and make you a personal brand. Maybe a broader range of things such as a coaching program or an app, maybe a meal plan or a YouTube channel, maybe a fitness clothing line. Just anything you could dream of that you love to do. Think about the next 3 to 5 years and think about the next 10 years. What does that feel like? How do you want your business to develop over time? Because shifting between a niche and a personal brand and changing your business model over and over again is going to get you frustrated and you're going to give up. Both models are sustainable. Really, at the end of the day, it's the person building the business that's ultimately growing and maintaining that business. So be true to that person and follow the path that leads you to where you want to go, because that is how you're going to build long-term success in your business. If you want additional resources like this, check out my podcast, Create the Flow. It's packed with tons of tips for entrepreneurs about how to build a sustainable business. And I've linked that down in the description below. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I will see you on the next one.